All right, if you're dealing with that deep, nagging joint pain, the kind that just won't quit, and you are so over the temporary fixes, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to break down a really powerful, all-natural protocol that gets right to the root cause of your discomfort. We're going to dive into how this actually works on a microscopic level, and then I'll walk you through the exact steps so you can try it for yourself. So, let's get into it. First things first, I want you to really think about this question. What if that pain isn't just a sign of getting older? What if it's not just wear and tear, but an active biological signal your body is trying to send you right this very second? Because what you're feeling is, well, it's the result of a microscopic battle. So let's peel back the layers and take a look at the invisible signal that's causing all this trouble in the first place. That's right. That stiffness, the constant ache, that grinding feeling, that's not a passive thing. It is an ongoing process, a constant cellular conflict that is happening deep inside your joint tissue as we speak. So who's the main culprit behind the signal? It's these little things called prostaglandins. The easiest way to think of them as your body's own pain alarm bells. When your tissue gets damaged or irritated, your body pumps out these compounds. And their whole job is to scream pain and kickstart that whole inflammatory response. So the key takeaway is pretty simple, right? To stop the pain, you have to quiet the alarm. Okay, so how in the world do we do that? Well, we bring in our first hero. And this ingredient doesn't just put a pillow over the alarm, it goes right to the source and targets the production of those alarm bells directly. And that hero is castor oil. Now, people have been using this thick, rich oil for its healing properties for centuries, but its real superpower comes from one specific component you've probably never even heard of: ricinoleic acid. This is the active ingredient that does all the heavy lifting. And here is the number you need to remember: 40%. Scientific research has shown that the ricinoleic acid in castor oil, when it's absorbed through the skin, can actually slash the production of those pain-signaling prostaglandins by up to 40%. And listen, this isn't just about feeling better for a little while. It's about giving your body the breathing room it needs to heal without the constant background noise of those pain signals. But, you know, just silencing the alarm is only half the battle. We also have to deal with all the tension and stiffness that's built up around the joint. And for that, we need to bring in our second hero. Enter Epsom salt. And here's a fun fact for you. It's not really salt, at least not the kind you put on your food. It's a totally natural mineral compound called magnesium sulfate. And that magnesium part? Well, that's the key to everything that happens next. You see, magnesium is absolutely crucial for letting our cells relax. When it's absorbed through the skin, it basically sends a message to all those tight, spasming muscles around your joint to just release their grip. This relaxation immediately eases the tension, which then helps calm down inflammation and, really importantly, it improves blood flow to the area. It just creates the perfect environment for healing to finally begin. Okay, so we've got our two heroes. We have castor oil to shut down the pain signal, and we have Epsom salt to relax the tension. But the real magic happens when we combine them in a very, very specific way. This is so important to understand. You could use these ingredients separately, and you'd probably get some benefits, sure. But the protocol we're about to go through creates a synergy where each one makes the other one way more powerful. The strategy here is everything. So here it is, the simple 4-step protocol. Step 1. You gently warm up some pure castor oil and really massage it deep into the joint. This is what starts that process of blocking the prostaglandins we talked about. Step 2, in a separate bowl, dissolve a generous amount of Epsom salt in some warm water and then soak a cloth in it. Step 3, you place that warm, wet compress directly over the area you just put the oil on. And step 4, just relax. Leave it there for about 15 to 20 minutes and just let that synergy work its magic. And this is why that warm compress is a critical step. It is not optional. The heat from the compress opens up your pores, and the research suggests this can boost the absorption of these compounds by around 40%. So let's put that together. The castor oil reduces the pain signals by up to 40%, and the heat helps 40% more of it get right where it needs to go. That's a huge difference. So what can you actually expect after you do all this? Let's look at a realistic timeline of what the relief feels like. Because while this isn't an instant miracle cure, it does work surprisingly fast. Within about 20 to 30 minutes, you should start to feel the muscles around that joint just begin to let go as the magnesium gets to work. Then, a few hours later, say 4 to 6 hours, you'll probably notice a real reduction in that deep ache. That's the castor oil suppressing those pain signals. And for many, many people, within just 24 hours, they experience significant relief from that deep joint pain and a real noticeable improvement in how well they can move. So now you know that pain isn't just some random symptom to be ignored, it's a specific signal being sent by specific compounds in your body. And now you know the ingredients that can interrupt that signal, and you have the exact protocol to make them work together. The only question left is, what are you going to do about it?